Well, welcome to day 3. We're in John 13, verses 31 to 35. And we've seen the foot washing. We've seen the interaction between Jesus and Judas. And Judas goes out. And so now Jesus is left with 11 disciples.
And says, now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. The hour is here. There definitely was a shift. There was a shift in that last sentence of day 2. So after receiving the morsel of bread, he immediately went out, and it was night. So the plot has divided here. And you're right, he's left with these 11 disciples. Speaks to his leaving, and the hour is here, but then gives them this beautiful command too, which we were just talking about. What a simple command. I mean, it's simple in words,
Right.
but yet it struck me, and I think it struck you in the same way. This is hard to practice.
So hard because the bar is so high. Right.
I like how you say that.
This
Yeah.
isn't just like, oh, be nice to the people who are nice to you. And it's not just be kind when you had a good night's sleep and when like your tummy's full and like everything is going your way. Jesus says, just as I have loved you. And so the standard he sets is not just the foot washing, but ultimately, as we talked about, the foreshadowing of him going to the cross. And so
That's right.
It's sacrificial love in that you're willing to lay down your life for other people. It's humble love in that you don't look for your own self-interest or your own position of power or what you deserve.
And it's active love too.
Yeah.
He's not just saying I love you. He's acting on it. Yes.
Yeah.
And it also shows his love and obedience to the Father, that he is following through with why he came to be glorified.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw this last week, right? Jesus says, now is my soul troubled, but what will I say?
Right.
And so there's this, again, his humanity, like he understands the full spectrum of emotions and what is happening here, and yet he chooses that obedience.
And you know what just struck me, Ashrita, just listening to you say that and remembering back, is he's so calm here. Okay, he maybe is troubled in spirit, but I don't sense like a franticness like with the Pharisees. To me, it speaks back to when he's about to be stoned and he calmly asks them, so, I've shown you many works. For which of these are you going to stone me? He knows why he's calm.
Yeah. I want to come back to that in day 5 because I think that first day gives us a clue of where his confidence comes from, and where our confidence can come in loving this way. But I also wanted, just one more thing about his love. I mean, we talked about, it's humble and it's extravagant and it's obedient and it's active. And one more thing, I don't know that the word is right necessarily, but ladies, I was thinking it was kind of reckless in that he's not counting the cost. He's not depending on the person's response, right? It's one thing for me to, I don't know, bake cookies for my husband because I'm hoping he's going to turn around and do something for me.
Yes.
It's completely different here with Jesus and his disciples, especially when you consider that he washed the feet not after Judas left, but he washed Judas's feet too.
Absolutely. I think, hearing you use the word reckless reminds me and kind of takes me back to Mary washing Christ's feet.
Right.
And in a way, you might call that reckless, you might call it just completely abandoned to loving and serving.
Right.
And an abandoned devotion. Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's the standard Jesus sets. I mean, it's simple, but it's not easy.
No, it's not. And when I apply that to today, what does that look like for me to love and serve my husband, my children, my community today? selflessly,
Yeah.
recklessly. I don't know. I got to ponder that one.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. But I think that's, I mean, verse 35, Jesus ends, by this all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. And that is the marker of a disciple of Jesus. It's not saying the right words. It's not being a social media justice person, like fighting all the people online and making sure everyone converts to Christianity. It is this selfless, humble, active love.
Love that.